Hey everyone, Sam here. So I'm making this video as an introduction of sorts to, I guess, a vlog is what the kids are calling it these days. Basically, I'm planning to make a series of videos just to sort of document where I'm at in my process, exploring and I guess living out my gender identity. Yeah, and I guess I'm doing this mostly for myself, just because I would like to have this, I guess, some sort of documentation about my process as I'm going through things, more so than, a journal or something like that. I think it'd be cool to have these later. Um, I also get a lot of questions, randomly, even sometimes when I'm like making someone a latte at work, they'll be like, hey, so, are you a boy? And I'm like, don't really want to talk about this right now. So I guess this would, for those who maybe want to ask me things and I haven't found the right time or just want to know more about my process, or curious, then like here it is. I'm super open. So yeah, just want to like put this out there, I guess. I also, when I was exploring what it meant to be genderqueer, maybe I should have said that I identify as genderqueer, and non-binary. So when I was investigating like what this might mean, and trying to see if that was the right fit for me, I didn't find nearly as many videos, like on YouTube channels of the sort, of people who were genderqueer who were also transitioning. And there are some out there, absolutely, but definitely fewer than those of like trans men. So I figured just put my story out there too. It's like, even if this, I don't know how many people realistically are actually going to watch any of my videos, but if even one person finds this and it's helpful, then it's like absolutely worth it for me to have this out there, and available. So yeah, let's talk about me, because that's the point. So I am 24 years old. I identify as genderqueer and non-binary, and my pronouns are they and them. I go to school at University of Washington. I'm in the School of Pharmacy. I'm a first year. It's a grad program. It's killing me slowly, but I also really love it, and I love all my classmates. They're wonderful. It's a great place to go to school, and I legitimately do enjoy being there, despite those exam weeks. Yeah, I'm living in Seattle right now. I'm originally from Iowa. I grew up in the Quad Cities, a little tiny town called LeClaire, Iowa. It's where I did like most of my growing up, slash like Bettendorf, so I went to high school. So yeah, hello Quad Cities. I've always wanted to say that on video. I never got to. Sorry, it's a thing where I'm from. Yeah. So I grew up in eastern Iowa. I went to school at Iowa State in Ames. That was a fantastic place to be. I did a lot of my like self-realization there, especially surrounding being queer in general. I suppose since she's up and moving, I should introduce this one. So, oh, there we go. This is Sandy, my Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix. She is 14 years old. I've had her since I was 10. She's kind of a little sassafras, and she's very tired right now and doesn't feel like being very social. So, what do you think? Not feeling it? You can go back to sleep. It's cool. But yeah, she's my little buddy. Okay, where was I? Already getting sidetracked. It's only 4 minutes in. This is bad. Alright, so more about me. So coming out and like outness is something I wanted to talk about for sure in this video. So I came out as a lesbian in my undergrad as a sophomore. That was like a very transformative and freeing thing for me. Just being a part of the queer community in general was such a huge deal for me. I just had a long history of like a lot of self-suppression that I will probably talk about in another video. We're not going to get into it right now. But the one thing that I did find was I was attributing a lot of my gender exploration to being a lesbian, and was even just blatantly accused of like having toxic masculinity issues at one point, because they'd be like, oh, well, I'm a lesbian. I'm like, oh, I'm real like butch or whatever. But like being a lesbian, that does not mean you can't be feminine, obviously. And so like this was not encompassing this other part of my identity that I hadn't explored yet. So right around the time I was graduating from Iowa State, I started thinking a lot more about my gender. Ended up choosing a new name to go by. So Sam was not my birth name, but I love it so much anyway. It fits me really well, I think, and more on that later too, probably. So I started going by Sam about 2 years ago. Yeah, it's been just about 2 years, almost 2 years. So yeah, and I treated it more as like a nickname at first. I was just sort of like testing the waters, getting used to it. So when I decided to move to Seattle, I also decided just to kind of start as a clean slate, going entirely by Sam when I moved here. And that was really great for me. I think that gave me a very clear idea of like where my heart was and what was going to fit me better. So I was also applying to school at the time, and since Sam wasn't my legal name, I had some like weird hiccupy things with that, with like which name am I going to go by professionally? Am I actually legally going to change my name? I ended up deciding May of last year, like, yes, definitely, like, Sam is me, this fits so well, this is what I want. And so I've been Sam full-time since then, which has been really great. And yeah, I guess accompanying that is the whole pronouns thing. So my pronouns that I mentioned are they and them, and I'm out in, I guess, like, pretty much every aspect of my life. When I meet new people, I guess sometimes I don't say it right away. So like easing into that, even though I've been using they and them for just about 2 years now as well. At school, I am like super out as a genderqueer person and just under like the trans umbrella, I guess, which is really great. All my classmates are super supportive, and that's been wonderful. A few of my professors know kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'm guessing most of them have an idea of what's going on because I usually dress professional dress days like this. But I also haven't necessarily taken that extra step to tell some of my professors what my pronouns are. It's sort of a strange environment, I guess, being in professional school because I don't know, just like anxiety over like, is this going to affect my relationship with my professors? I guess that's definitely not limited to professional school either, but it's definitely something that I'm working through right now, and we'll probably talk more about later. So yeah, I guess in general, I don't want to make this too long, but that's me. And Sandy. She's really just not having it right now, not excited. I'm very excited for this. So yeah, I hope that people will maybe watch these, and I'm looking forward to talking about various things. Not to like drop a bomb, I like have top surgery on the horizon pretty soon. So that's really exciting. I've got about, what is this? This is February, so March, April, May, June. Under 4 months left until that. So I'll be talking a lot about that too. Logistically, monetarily, emotionally, like what that process looks like. Yeah, so I hope you all stay tuned. I hope this video wasn't too long and rambly, and I'll be seeing ya. Bye.